Welcome to another repair video here. This is Centennial Mills. It got pretty damaged. The overhang here I thought I was going to be able to fix. I'd go to heat it up and it'd shrink, and so I decided to just cut one out. And believe it or not, it's just as easy for me to cut it out on the laser engraver as it is to to try and cut out a perfect square on with an X-Acto. So I have it, so I use it. So I'm replacing that. It was just so damaged. It was just really in bad shape. So I realized later that I needed to notch out some of this, and I actually notched it out and didn't get it in video, but I kind of show a little bit of how I did that. And I made this hole. Well, I marked where the hole went, but realized that I didn't really need a hole, so I just wound up gluing that feeder pipe, just gluing it. I'm using several different glues here. Of course, this is mostly weld. This is that Plastruck liquid weld, which works great. I think this must have been at the bottom of a box or something. They got all these windows. There's a whole bunch of windows. I actually went around this model and just kind of poked every window, and in hopes that it would pop out. And this is probably something that I'm pretty sure is my fault, because I glue a lot to paint. You know, you use this weld. It's a solvent. And if there's a lot of paint on there, it doesn't melt the plastic real well, so the bond isn't that great. So on this model, you can see I painted the black, and then I have paint on the windows. So I think that definitely caused an issue. And I do a lot of that. It's not the best thing to do, I can tell you. Yes, I do find, I have windows pop out every now and then on models. But I get all the windows in. That was kind of a bear. It's kind of like watching paint dry. Got this fire escape put on there. And I don't know what these are called. Maybe you guys can tell me what those are called. And I'm selling a bunch of stuff on eBay. Y'all check out my eBay page. I'm posting stuff as much as I can. And here again, I'm doing the same thing. Trying to melt plastic to paint. But it holds pretty good in most cases, but so this is, I notched this out with the nippers, but I didn't get that in video, so I'm just kind of showing just how I did that. These are so useful, these nippers. I'll put it down in the description, the link. Everybody likes these 1, 2, 3 blocks. That T7 I don't have anymore. This stuff's called Tack-It 2, and I added some styrene to it to thicken it up a little bit. As you can see, I got it in my T7 bottle. tack it too. They say this is a good replacement. So I use those 1, 2, 3 blocks to get it 90 degrees. Well, put some paint on it. It's enamel. I've never used enamel on any of this stuff. I'm going to try it and see how it works. It actually turned out, looked great. I don't know how it's going to adhere to the styrene. We'll find out. It's this rusty color to kind of just dust it. Gives it a good look, I think. Get it sized up here. So I'm using this thick super glue. This is a gap filling super glue. I use a lot of this for different things, not just modeling but everything else too. I'll get this set on there. I think that'll about finish up this model. The biggest task in this, I think, was probably the windows. They just, so many of them popped out. I add a little bit of glue here and there on this, make sure it doesn't come off again. If you guys enjoy these videos, these repair videos, let me know in the comments. I like doing them. But that's it. Centennial mills. All fixed up. Hopefully it holds together again. This is a cute building. That's really about it. Check out my Patreon. Make sure you subscribe. Share this video. That would be helpful too. Y'all take care.